Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, my beautiful Capricorn viewers, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Capricorn, let's see what's going on for the rest of the month, October 2021. Doing this as a check-in reading. It is a general reading. Several things may come up and it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, that's okay. Feel free to check out your other placements as well. But focusing on my Capricorns, going to pull some more cards for your energy, what's going on with you at the moment, energy of the people, person, situation surrounding you, overall outcome of those situations for the rest of the month, October 2021. Let's see what's going on with my Cappies. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull, I just want to first see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. That is a Capricorn card. Let's put one more card here. Oh, okay, flying out. We've got the Six of Swords, and I'll just show you what wanted to flip out as well, the Page of Swords. Okay. Let's get into it, Cappies, and I will pull some more clarifying cards for this in a moment, but let's just have a quick look at the main spread and what's going on here, because we've got some very, very interesting developments. I think there have definitely been a few challenges, let's say, a few challenging things thrown at you that have come your way. Some of them have been, I don't want to say fault, but some of them you've been a little bit to blame, or your actions, and some things have been completely out of your control as well. But what I really like about this is that it ends off in a much better way by the end of October, so I really, really like that. Start off here, we've got the Two of Swords and the Star. So firstly, Two of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we've got more Aquarius energy here with the Star card. But Two of Swords, something has confused you about a decision that you need to make, or because you don't have all the information about something, you felt like it was really difficult to make this decision. You could still be feeling that now, but I feel like there was some kind of a choice, some kind of a decision you had to make. I feel like for a lot of you, there was a sense of just being a little bit unsure about the future potential of a particular situation. It's like you look into the future and you just, for some reason, can't see it working out in the way that you want. And you're trying to get more information and you're trying to figure things out, trying to do some research, trying to maybe even have conversations about it, and it's just still confusing. It almost made you feel a little bit detached. Like, for example, if this has to do with a relationship, which there is a sense of that given some of the energy here towards the end of the reading, or the end of the spread. If this has to do with a relationship, it could mean that, for example, you had some sort of a conversation about maybe future goals or what you're interested in, what each of you is interested in, and something seemed to be a little bit of a clash and you just couldn't reconcile it. Like, you couldn't figure out how that was gonna work out in the future so that both of you can be happy. If it has to do with, a career or a work decision or some other personal decision, again, there's some piece of information you were lacking. Like, you couldn't get clarity on how the future was going to look like. And of course, none of us have a, complete crystal ball. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, obviously. But you really wanted to have some sort of sense of direction, some kind of plan in place. And if things deviate from the plan, of course, that's fine, because that's life. Things always deviate from the plan. But you need to at least have that vision for the future potential, and you just couldn't get that for some reason. And on top of that, I feel like you're just feeling very, very strong and very, very independent. And so you're starting to think about me, what's right for me, how am I going to get the best out of this situation? And again, you just couldn't you couldn't completely wrap your head around it or see how it was going to go. With the star energy here, a couple different things I get from this, but basically, you're feeling very strong and independent, and there's things that you've been through in the past that you've definitely healed from as well, and you've come out with a lot of wisdom. But it's also the ability to kind of detach yourself. It's almost like you took the emotions out of something and you started thinking more logically, more rationally about a situation, and again, maybe there was something you were deliberately not seeing, but now it's like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I need to logically analyze what's going on here so I can figure it out. I feel like you're looking very, very attractive to someone as well. Can I just say that? So if there's someone around you, if this has to do with a relationship or a person that's interested in you, you're looking very attractive to this person. And it's not just physical. There's a physical attraction there, but it's also just the general vibe you're putting off. And I feel like there's a little bit of a mystery about you, and you may not be doing that deliberately. In fact, I don't think you are, but someone around you is feeling like there's a mystery about you. They're still trying to figure you out. And that's very, very attractive to this person as well. And they also like the fact that you're so independent. But I am seeing there is a little bit of an ego clash here. 5 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an air sign or someone with strong air in their chart. Possibly a Pisces with the High Priestess there. But someone around you, there's been some conflict. There has been some conflict, some sort of conversation, maybe particular words that were used or phrases that were used. And I feel as though, both very strong individuals, strong egos, and there was just a little bit of a clash there. But this person is still kind of hooked. It's not like this is an argument or a disagreement that has made this person like want to forget about the situation completely. They're still very interested. And I do feel like they are still very interested in learning, in growing, in improving the communication as well, I feel. So that's a good thing. This person is more intuitive than what even they realize, I feel. It's interesting. I feel like they have like a deep knowing, but it's almost hidden. Like they're keeping something hidden. And it's not necessarily a bad secret or a bad thing, but I feel like it's something that they feel very, again, intuitive. And it's almost like they can see a future direction to this intuitively. They can feel it. And they're not letting that show because they come across as more of, unfortunately, a bit more of an ego-driven type person, I sense from this. But there's like a kind-heartedness deep down there. And that sense of wanting to learn, grow for their own personal benefit as well as the connection. Really, really beautiful energy here to round things off. 6 of Wands and the Lovers, more Gemini energy and some fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is like soul type connection, and with the 6 of Wands here, sometimes that can be marriage or some kind of celebration, certainly a victory, a win. But I feel as though it's on both sides. I feel like we're somehow moving on from this tension, this conflict, into something that is feeling like a victory for everyone. It's a win-win situation. And something to do with your stability is increasing as well. Someone even may be helping you with that. You feel like you've got more support around you, even for practical things in your life, like to do with your living situation or your work or your finances or how you go about your day-to-day life, how you support yourself. Your sense of stability is increasing. And if this is to do with a relationship, again, that sense of stability within the relationship is increasing because you can see that things are moving on to a calmer place. We're moving on from this conflict to a much calmer situation. There could be a physical move as well happening. There could be a physical move. And I feel like, again, there's a sense of making a choice, making a decision. But the decision becomes much more clear by the end of the month. The decision that was very confusing becomes a lot more clear. And I think that's for both people. In fact, I think this other person who you're dealing with knew all along. They know what they want all along. And they are much more intuitive, like I said, than what you realize and perhaps even what they realize. This is a beautiful connection with a lot of potential. And there's growth and change and things improve. The communication improves by the end of the month. Let's pull some clarifying cards here. Get some more messages. And we've got the Star again. And now the Five of Wands there, which again, lots of different arguments, lots of different opinions. This could be some confusion with regards to what other people are saying, or differing opinions, differing beliefs about things, about what the best course of action is, about what you want for the future, what someone else wants for the future. There's like these clashing opinions that on the one hand you feel like you need to take into account, and on the other hand you're like, man, what's most important is myself, my sense of independence, my sense of freedom, my sense of the freedom to choose my own destiny. It's like compromising or trying to find the balance between those two things, between what other people want and the conflict that generates, or the differing opinions that generates, and how to reconcile that with that need for independence. And look at what has come out again, that Five of Swords. So again, I feel as though these disagreements, they have sometimes led to kind of bad arguments, verbally bad arguments, I feel as well. Like sometimes people say things and they think back and they say, you know what, I shouldn't have said that, can we figure out a way to talk through this and make it better for the future? But I think that does happen by the end of the month. And I think we really do move on from those disagreements, which is good. Communication improves. But it just goes to show that, Five of Wands is not always a bad thing. It looks physically violent. It's not, no one's actually hitting each other in this card. For me, it's more like loud noises, loud opinions, two people who want to have their voices heard. And sometimes, unfortunately, that can lead to conversations that are not respectful, and that is not good. And you need to figure out how to have respectful conversations and discuss these things in a much more calm way. So I feel like there was something that was discussed, but it just got a little bit out of hand. But it comes from, it may have not even been something related to this, but it comes from this not knowing the future path, not being able to see that clearly yet. And maybe you're just needing to see it clearly so that you can set a goal. I can't believe the repeating energy in this spread, and I guess that's why I spent so long on it, because it's just coming out again and repeating. We've got the Lover's energy again, more strong Gemini energy. The Lovers is being a major arcana card as well. It's kind of trumping everything in this reading at the moment for me, because I feel as though, and I just noticed the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there, I feel as though this is such a strong connection with such future potential. This is way too important to the both of you, I feel, to let this disagreement or this confusion or this decision-making process to get in the way and to ruin this connection. I don't think either of you actually wants to let that happen. It's too important. It's too important to you and to them. But again, lovers can also represent a choice. So there's an element of change here in this reading, and there's an element of making a choice for the future. But I think it's a good choice. It's going to have a good outcome, and it's going to, again, increase your feeling of actual stability in this situation and in your life. So if something was feeling a little bit unstable, I think you're going to get the communication that you need and the change that you need and the future clarity that you need in order to move on from that and feel more stable. We've got the Queen of Swords here. So yeah, it's going to be much more clear communication. And, there's not going to be any confusion anymore. And of course, we're coming out of a Mercury retrograde. So unfortunately, there has been a bit of issue with communication at the moment for a lot of people. But I feel like, again, that's improving. Look, we got the communication there again with that Eight of Wands. So communication is improving, it's becoming more clear, and it's ramping up. I don't know why I'm getting moved from this. As soon as I thought move, out comes the Chariot. Movement forward. So something happens, something changes, and we can now finally get forward movement in a situation. And it's got a direction now. There's a goal, there's a sense of achievement, there's a sense of getting victory, there's more confidence. This is good. This is a situation is finally going to move forward. Whatever has been stalled is now going to start gaining traction again and moving forward. This could be anything. This could be some kind of major project. And again, or some major theme in your life at the moment. It may not just be to do with a relationship, but again, I got this feeling of like home, stability, movement, maybe an actual physical move, something to do with your home, property, maybe even a family situation. But either way, something just was not moving. It was a little bit stuck. There was confusion as to how to proceed. And now, or very soon anyway, that's going to change and improve. And finally, we're going to get forward movement. And it's not always going to be easy, but you're going to have like a renewed confidence. This is good. Look at that, King of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be some kind of improvement in terms of finances as well. But firstly, we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles now in this reading. Again, it feels like a true pair, and it feels like there's a lot of stability here in terms of finances and money. So you could be with someone who's very hardworking. You may be very hardworking as well. It's like a good combination there. I'm also seeing maybe like an employer or boss figure around you who is generous. But I'm seeing an improvement in the finances, or at least a feeling of more confidence with your finances. And so much more stability. And you know what? Just being on the same page now about future goals and direction. This is great. There's the High Priestess again. More cards wanting to repeat themselves from the main spread. There's some sort of message about intuition here. And I feel like both of you are a lot more intuitive than you realize. So you're a very intuitive person, I feel. I feel as though you do get that sort of gut feeling, that hunch, that sense of what's right and wrong. And that's great when things tie in mentally, like what you're thinking, when that ties in with your intuition and they both kind of make sense. That's great. Sometimes the two don't and there's a clash, but I feel as though you're very intuitive and you know what the right answer is and you know what the future direction is. But I feel like whoever is around you or you're dealing with actually has that as well, and they might not be as vocal, they might not be sharing that as much because I think other things get in the way, or they have a different method of communicating. But actually this is a very intuitive person you're dealing with as well. And we've got the Hierophant energy here, Taurus energy. This is higher levels of commitment. It's really funny. Things have gone from being a little bit more up in the air, unstable, to now a lot of stability and groundedness and feeling like things are moving in the right direction, getting tangible success, but also feeling good about it deep down, like your gut feeling, your intuition, hunches that you're getting. It's all feeling very, very good. I'm going to pull just a couple more cards here. See if we can get any other messages, any other advice for Capricorn for the rest of the month. Capricorn, any other things that we need to know? Messages, positive affirmations. Any other messages, please? Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. There is so much, that's a bit reflective. I'll move that down in a second. But there is something that is causing you so much mental confusion that is going to fade away. That confusion is going to fade away, and you're going to get much more clarity. I feel as though you're going to be able to set goals again, have a realistic vision for the future. And again, 10 of Earth, that's 10 of Pentacles. It's all about stability, building future wealth. Again, so I'm seeing improvements in money, in building a stable future with someone else as well. And I say that because the Two of Water is here, Two of Cups. Soulmate energy, partnership energy, equal partnership, and it could be partnership in business as well. And it may be both. It could be that you're both good partners in, romantic relationship and business too. And Messenger of Fire, that's the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Sagittarius energy. Someone's getting more curious, someone's getting more excited and passionate, and someone is potentially moving very quickly towards you and you towards them with a lot of passion and excitement. Capricorn, I really enjoyed this reading for you guys. I hope you did too, because I think you're due for a lot of success and just a lot more clarity, stability, excitement for the future. It's going to feel like everything comes together, I think, by the end of the month. So that's great for you guys. I love that. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.